All right, let's talk about belief. This is one of the biggest personal development topics out there. And I know some of my favorite coaches that I learned from are Tony Robbins and Brooke Castillo. And when they were talking about belief, I was like, wow, I cannot believe how many limiting beliefs I carried. And over the years, as I've grown and developed, I, of course, have much better beliefs, but it's still something that I struggle with sometimes. I think, as all of us as humans, we have a lot of fears and doubts, and that's what really holds us back. It's not necessarily that we don't know what we want or we don't know what we need to do, but we just don't believe that we're capable, or some people that you're worthy of that and actually getting what you want. So step one is to just become aware of what kind of thoughts are you thinking consistently. Like, what do you think is possible for you in your life? And in all areas. So you want to write down with your health, my dog, you want to write down with your health, with your relationships, and your financial situation. What do you think is possible in those areas? And if it's negative, forgive yourself, give yourself grace, but just become aware that that's not reality. That's a story, an old story that you've made up in your mind, and you're really limiting yourself, because we all have unlimited potential. We're just not really tapping into that because we're believing these false thoughts. And maybe it's something from childhood or something that someone said to you. It was what they thought and it was their belief, but it's really not the reality of the situation. So I want you to start acting like you will achieve whatever result it is that you want. And that means that you're gonna have to have faith in the unseen. But here's the thing, if you don't, and you don't really believe that you're going to lose the weight that you want and have your dream body and, build the business of your dreams and all these things, or meet the right person, if you don't really think that's going to happen for you, you're just going to kind of take a little bit of action, get poor results. But the opposite is true. If you 100% believe that just because you are human and you are worthy and we all have unlimited potential, that you are going to do it no matter what. Even when it gets hard, you're going to commit until you get the result that you want. You'll take massive action and you will get that result. And it'll just keep compounding and you're going to keep having more and more success. But it has to start with your belief. So one of my favorite things when I started my own business is I looked at all these other people that were living the lifestyle that I wanted. They had the freedom that I wanted, and they were building the business of their dreams. Instead of being jealous of that success, I said, why not me? And if you let that sink in and that becomes your new belief, instead of comparing or being jealous or thinking good for them, I could never do that. If you're like, why not me? Someone else is already showing that it's possible to meet your dream partner, that it's possible to earn 6 figures in your business, that it's possible to have a 6-pack, whatever it is that you want, that's your goal and your vision for your life, you can have it. But it's our thoughts that create our reality. And so you really have to become aware of what are you thinking. And, if it's limiting and if it's negative, give yourself grace, but it's time to replace it with a positive affirmation and a positive belief in knowing that there's nothing that you can't do. And I think that is just kind of mind-blowing when you think about that, because we all hold ourselves back a lot, and it's time to stop.